Hello and welcome. My name is Rebecca. Today I'm going to be planting all my seeds that I want to grow for this winter. I've got my selection of seeds here. I sat yesterday and I did all the labels for them. These are just from when I was doing my beauty therapy, but I'm sure anyone could buy these. They are tongue depressors or disposable wax applicators in the large tongue depressors. This box is normally $2, but I have a giant bag that I bought for like $11. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to buy it from Glamico or something like that. And I've written the vegetable and the variety. So that is all ready to go. I've set up these, which these are big pots, and I'm going to sprinkle a load of seeds, and then I'm going to put vermiculite on top of them. This is the secret to get your seeds to sprout, I believe, because you're not burying it with soil. So I put it on top of the soil. The soil is already wet. I had a bucket of water outside which had some mosquitoes in it from the recent rain, and if you don't know what mosquitoes look like, here they are. So then I just use my favourite potting mix, which is the Osmocote Seed and Cutting. It's nice and fine, it hasn't got big sticks, like this is that's the biggest stick you're gonna find, but it's quite well matured. And then I put it in the bucket of water to wet it down. Then I squeezed it out and I popped it into these containers. So I bought these containers from the $2 shop, and they're nice and deep, so we've got a bit of room, but we're really just sprouting them in here, and then I'm going to prick them out and put them into bigger containers. These ones are going to be for things like carrots, beetroot. They're nice and deep. I might prick out lettuce into them, but today I'm going to sow the onion, beetroot, carrot seeds in here. I never have much luck with any of those because they really need to be direct sowed, but when I direct sow them, they just don't seem to do well. They don't come up. So I'm going to try it that way, and then I'll sow 2 or 3 seeds in there and then plug that out. You'll be able to watch me do that. And then I treated myself to some new cookie trays, or whatever you might like to call them, and so I could use these old trays to water the pots from the bottom. So I'm excited about that. So these will get transferred, the seeds that go in there will stay. And so I just used vermiculite, which is like an expanded rock, and I just soaked it in water, and I'll squeeze it out and put it on top. You'll notice this stuff on top of the commercial seedlings that you buy. And I like to pre-wet everything just so it's good to go, because once you plant your seeds and then you wet it on top, the seeds get disturbed, especially in these ones where we want to plant it in the middle. And you'll probably be seeing the cat food here. That's where she eats. Some people might not like that, but that's what we do. And don't tell my partner I'm doing this inside. But I didn't want to be filming outside because I might look like a crazy person talking to myself. Well, I'll be in my own backyard, but neighbours are always listening. Alright, so let's start with our broccoli romanesco. I've got his stick, and so make sure you label your stuff, because a lot of the seedlings look similar. Even if you get used to what broccoli and cauliflower seedlings look like, you'll forget if you don't label it. And then all of these seeds from the broccoli and the cauliflowers will look very similar. They look like little black round balls. So we're just going to I'm going to need about 10 to 13 plants of each. So maybe there's 30 there. So we want to oversow a little bit to make sure we get at least 13 plants. So that's that. Make sure you seal up your packet. And I'm just going to put them on the top here. Sprinkle them on top. The soil is already wet. Ta-da! That's it. And then I'm going to get the wet vermiculite, squeeze it out a little bit. So this will be wet enough to help them germinate. And then we're going to water from the bottom. So we'll always have that little bit of water in the bottom. And then that's it. That's all I want to do. And then as a few days go by, which is how long it takes for them to germinate most of the time, this vermiculite will dry out and they will easily push through it. That's our first one done. So the planting process doesn't really take a long time to do. Make sure your seeds don't get wet, and we put them away as we go. Should wash my hands, but anyway. What else have we got? Silver beet, the rainbow chard. Now we might stick these ones because they're quite a big seed. Let's put these ones into one of these packets, and we'll just put one seed each, but they are a compound seed. They're the same as the beetroot seed, so we might get 2 plants each thing, and hopefully I can separate them into colours after that. So we'll plant this whole tray, and then I like to just get a pen. This is like a little mini whiteboard marker, and make a little hole in each thing. Not very deep, maybe a centimetre, and we're going to drop the seeds into each hole. Right, that's that. Try not to make a mess inside. So here they are. So each one of those is actually got a couple of plants or a couple of embryos in it. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll plant 12 of these for now. So here we go. I dropped one. There it is. Is that it? No, that's vermiculite. Here he is. So here we go. Drop one in each thing. And try not to wet any of the seeds that you're not using so that you can put them back in the packet. There we go. And put these ones away. It's a little bit harder in these packets than the foil ones. There they go. Let's pray they germinate. Then I'll just find his stick. Here it is, silver beet, and stick his label in, and then we'll put the vermiculite. So because we buried it in a little hole, we'll just put a little bit over the top. Just covers it. Okay, another one done. So it doesn't actually take very long to plant them. Alright, next up, leeks. Here they are. And and they're going to go into one of these. Same as before, just make a little hole. And as I said before, I'm going to try clumps of 3. So with the rainbow chard, each seed contains 1 to 3 plants. With the onion or allium seeds, which is what a leek is, it says it in the back. Alliums says the same for spring onion. Allium, same for onion, so they're all alliums, but they've just been bred to have different, well, this one's different, these two are the same, they're bred to be different colors and shapes and stuff like that. So anyway, what I'm getting at is all of the alliums will have the same look of seed. It's a little round black seed, but there's only 1 plant per seed, so we're going to put 3 seeds into each hole. And I'm just going to cover up each hole as I go, so I know that I've already put seeds in there. There they are. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just cover that up so I know that I've already done it. Right, and I put the leftover seeds back in the packet, and even though we buried these guys, we'll do a little bit of vermiculite again, just a fine layer. Alright, and they're looking very nice. So I'm going to continue off camera and I'll come back when I'm finished. This was the Zen broccoli. That is all the seeds I got in there, and it's a D, which means it would have been $5, probably because it's organic. So let's pray these guys come up. I put about the same amount in each one, if not more, and that's only like a third of a packet. That was the entire packet. That's all they give you. Bit slack frickin' Mr. Father Gills, just because you're an F1. Anyway, speeding up the process a little bit. I'm going to do some of the beetroot like this, and we'll prick them out. If you prick them out while they're really tiny, then we should be able to separate them, but we'll see how that goes. I have another pack of the red pak choi, but I just planted heaps of the green, and that's all the red kohlrabi I've got left, so I need to buy some more because I want to grow lots and lots and lots. So it's going to be my potato substitute. This is a lot of lettuce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 varieties of lettuce. As you can see, the seeds all look the same, but they're slightly different colors. And I've labeled them so I know what is going to come up. They all have the same botanical name. Where is it? They're all the same. But they're just different, like, colour morphs, leaf shapes to each other. That's just how they've been bred. So that's it. Let's get some vermiculite on them.